Hello, hello. Sorry, I'm not wearing my mic just yet. Let me just sort myself out. Where's the apron on? Too tight. Let's get started. Green fleece is back. I know we have many fans of the green fleece. Lost my ability to do stuff behind my back. Hang on. Might even tie a bow tie. There we go. Make his own. Right. Give these guys a sec. We will mix those. In a memento. Just wipe down our surface. Everything hanging on for dear life as per. Right, we're making beef japchae today, but before that, we're gonna mix our koji babies. So, clean spoon. Do I even have any? This will do. Right, gonna give these guys a little mixy. So thirsty today. I feel like I had way too much salt for lunch. Right. Not destroy this. Oh, we may have to add a bit more water. Oh yeah, we definitely need to add a bit more water so that's fully soaked up. So we're just gonna add a bit more water to this guy because we have full absorption right now. There is no water to be seen, and they're meant to stay submerged so you don't grow any nasties. So just adding water until it's mixable again. Go around and layer everything down. Clearly had a very thirsty boy as well here because it was no liquid whatsoever left. I'm just going to push everything down. Everyone back down to rightful levels. I'm going to add a little bit more because I feel like they're going to keep absorbing a bit more. So I've just kind of given it like an extra 5 mils of headroom. So it can absorb some more. Let's add a rinse. One done. Cover you up. Oop. Should have wiped the top before I did that. Hopefully that's okay. One done. This is ginger koji. Oh, this guy is. Oh, there's still some liquid in this guy. Actually squeezing when I push down. I'm just going to give you a little mix. Everybody. Going for the mixer method, just spinning the spoon, shoving the spoon and spinning the spoon. And add a bit more water to this guy too, because we're feeling a bit dry. What we want is full absorption of the water, and we want all the rice grains to go mushy. And I can still feel a bit of dryness in the rice grains. So we're just going to add a bit more water to that. I fully just trust me to look after a koji. Absolute. You splash that everywhere. Yep. Okay. Water is topped up on both of our kojis. Lid back on. Go back to hanging out. I ideally want to put them somewhere a bit warmer, but this room is kind of cold. I'm trying to think of like a place. Hello, Phoenix. Well done. You have caught the stream. Welcome. I've just given these guys a little mixy. So you blink and you miss that. I've just topped up the water on both the ginger and the garlic boys because they were completely dry. Hello, welcome, Wizzle. Both of you have successfully made it. Nice. You just missed me mixing up both the kojis and also missed me splitting it all over myself. But that's okay. You didn't need to see that. I'm just going to pop these to the side so I don't have them end up on the floor. We're doing good. We're doing good. Just going to clean all of my evidence of mess. And we are going to make some japchae today. I've got a lot of beef, which I have to not to use all today. I will use that. Massive carrot. Need to put into my veggie box because it's going to shrivel. My fridge is so aggressive with my vegetables. They dry up so fast if I don't put them into the little veggie box. I do some peppers and onion. Oh, got some mushroom as well. Maybe I'll do some mushroom too. Mushrooms. Just gonna throw everything at this one. You fell asleep during the stream last night and slept through Mim's stream. Fair. I mean, sleep is good. We like sleep. It's the jumper, yes. It has come back on rotation. So we have our ingredients for japchae. I just need to find noodles. So what is japchae without the noodles? Okay. I feel like I was meant to like soak this for a bit. Oh no. You boil it for 5 minutes before stir frying. Okay. Easy. You can do that. Have that behind there. Yes. No offense taken, Phoenix. We like it when people sleep. Sleep is important. Sleep is good. Sleep. Sweet, sweet sleep. I say. So we are probably not going to use all of the beef. There's a lot of beef in here. There is 740 grams of beef, in fact. Isn't that very nice looking? I tried to pick like the least fatty one. So I think I got a good one with this one. So what we are going to do is separate the beef because we're not going to use it all today. I just need to find a suitable containment for the beef. Not this one. Somehow I've managed not to clean it properly. What about this one? Kind of not very big. Where's my glass container gone? Big glass. No, here. This one. Yeah, this was on special yesterday. Was it yesterday that I went to the shops? So I'm quite excited. Good old Japanese domestic beef. Just non-brand domestic beef. So we're just gonna separate, and we'll keep some for some other time. Maybe I just turn it all into a stir fry, so I can just put it on other stuff later. That is also a shout, to be fair. I could cook it. Yeah, this is what 1,870. Oh my god, I can't read. 1,857. So in Australian dollars, it's roughly the same. So it's about $18 for 3/4 of a kilo of beef, which I think is not too bad. But I am currently contemplating, maybe stir frying all of the beef so I can store the beef cooked. So then it makes my life easier tomorrow for lunch rather than separating it. That's a lot of beef, you know. I think even if I cooked only half of it, it's still going to be enough tomorrow. So I might separate that out now. So we're just going to halve it, I reckon. Wow, $30. That would be so much. Like for $30 for this amount, you could get like proper wagyu, like steak, you know, the fancy stuff. This is the 249 yen per 100 grams. So that's roughly $2.50 per 100 grams. This beef, which is like the cheapest it gets. If you pay double, you're well into like wagyu territory at that point, like proper like fancy marbled stuff. Whereas this is kind of thin off-cut beef. What cut of beef is it? It's mystery cuts. It's what's considered kiriotoshi, which means just offcuts. So it could be a mixture of anything, which is why this packet is cheaper. It's kind of whatever they've got left over from after they've cut all of the nice stuff. So it's cut from nice beef. It's just mystery meat. Yeah. Japan doesn't like making beef mince. It's very strange. They do a lot of pork mince and they do a lot of chicken mince, and they do beef and pork mixed mince. But it's I find it very hard to come across just plain beef mince. Like they only sell them in like little packets. Because beef and pork mix is so much more popular. Started on time today. Yes, I did. Stop with this shade. No need for this. No need for this. No need for this. Man's just like, yes, I am going to come home and there's actually going to be food ready rather than having to wait another extra half hour. So yeah, we're gonna do this for the stir fry. Just gonna separate it out so I just get some sauce going over and marinating. that would be 3,000 per kilo. So if it's per 100, uh, that would be divided by 10. 348, yeah. I mean, so that would be like 1,000 more expensive per kilo. Um, I can, yeah. But always the struggle with the off-cut beef though is that um, you always get really like fatty bits, like because it's been cut off nice, wagyu, marbled beef. I actually don't like my meat too marbled. I want just plain red meat. But actually, I have to like go through all the like different packets and try to pick the one that's most red. Mim out here causing trouble. Kick him off the stream. Just gonna do that. And where's my salsas? I'm just gonna marinate the beef in a little bit of Japanese yakiniku sauce. So it's just like a sweet, garlicky, soy situation. Just to, add a bit of excitement to the beef. Let that get to know each other. Oh yes, you've got your house valuation tomorrow, don't you? Oh. Michael and I went to our local shrine yesterday because they do this time of year they do their kind of post New Year's bonfire where you can basically ceremoniously burn all of your New Year's decoration and like any old like shrine charms and talismans from the year before in the holy fire, essentially. So that was really fun yesterday. Get some nice smoke on us. It's good. I love a fire. I'm a bit of a pyromaniac, not gonna lie. I could sit and watch a fire for a very, very long time. Who doesn't love a good fire, to be fair? And you did throw him in the fire. Yeah. I resisted. I resisted. There were firefighters around. I think I would have been stopped. So I had to postpone the plan. I would buy it if they do, but on my own would be at well my price. Yeah. I mean, you never know. See what they say. Especially if you have a good relationship with your landlord, then they might be more willing to sell to someone they are more trusting, that's gonna go well. Right. What if you just don't move out? Start squatting in your rent. I mean, what you said it was November, wasn't it, your lease? So they can't kick you out until then, at least. That's fine. I'm just gonna pop this behind us so I don't accidentally knock it over and have meat juices on the floor. So we're just gonna hang out back there. Keep buying him, I refuse to move. Forced rental. Oh, my connection's janky again. We're throwing all this in a wok. Basically, well, a frying pan because I don't own a wok. We're just doing a little veggie prep. High sodium. You just missed the meat. Here we go. Here's our meat for today. Just some good old beef trimmings. Trimmings, that's the word, not offcuts. Trimmings. Except Japanese beef trimmings is fairly solid beef. Yeah, unfortunately, you are correct. I can get like a flat bottomed wok, but it's not the same really. High protein day. Yeah, that's about 300 grams. 360 maybe grams of beef. If it's looking a bit much, I'm basically going to stir fry all this together. And oh my god, this bag just ripped. Silly bag. Bags are out to get me. Yeah, if it's too much, then I'll probably save half for dinner tomorrow, lunch tomorrow, depending on how it looks when I'm finished with it, basically. So yeah, basically the longest part of the stream is going to just be watching me prep. See, my carrots always go soggy / a bit flaccid when I keep them in the fridge, because I swear my fridge just sucks out the moisture of everything I put in there, which is why if I forget to put my vegetables in the veggie box, they go a bit limp. The condenser doing too well in my fridge. Half a sad carrot. That's okay. I rescued the rest of the carrots, so should be okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, my mum's got a flat bottom wok as well. And it's like it is nice, like, but it's almost better for just using it as like a pot rather than a wok. Truth be told. Where's my bowl gone? Oh, it's underneath all that stuff. I'm not gonna dig that out. Right. So yeah, carrots. Just doing carrots and green peppers, bit of onion, and some maitake mushrooms going in today. Gonna chop them all up, shove them in the pan, make a little stir fry, and then chop some good on. Carrot's a bit thick, but oh well. Ooh. Husband making the most of the last 15 minutes of his work, I see. I have a feeling that the fucks given have depleted if we're watching my stream at work. These carrots are still as radioactive as ever. What are they feeding it? Yeah, fingers crossed. Hope hope it works out for the best with all. Why do I have such ginormous shoe? It's just the one I stole from home, really. Just it just is. Japanese people love making shredded cabbage. So generally peelers are big, so you can shred, you know, cabbage into fluffy shreds. This one's getting quite old, so I don't think it would be capable of shredding cabbage. But if it were newer, this is a ceramic edge, it would shred cabbage. Did you get knife sharpened? No, this has always been like this. Um, I want to get it sharpened. Getting a bit dull. I just can't be bothered learning / taking it somewhere. I took my knife to get serviced last year, but it was just some like dude in an apartment, and I had to like take them. It was like a fancy apartment, like condo type situation. So it was like we were meeting in the lobby, and I was just like giving them my knives, and I was like, I mean, they came back sharp, but they weren't like as nice as I'd like them to be. So I was like, I don't think I'll go back there again. I was feeling very shady, passing off my knives, some rando in a hotel lobby, basically. Cutting that like nothing, I guess. I have cheap knives. Yeah, well, yeah, this is a fairly solid knife. We've had these a long time. Um, I like this a lot because it's all the same material. It's not got like a wooden handle. Like they wooden handles do look really nice, but I just find them a little bit more of a hassle to clean. Um, I just like it to be no nonsense. Um, yeah. When these knives get like first serviced, though, they are so good. Like everything cuts like butter. So they are definitely getting on. I try to get them done every year, but I have not gotten around to it this. Hello, what are you doing in? Oh my god, I don't know where to. What are you doing, step bro? I'm gonna say that's where I cut off the words. Quote unquote, we have cheap knives. What do you mean? Your fave knife is so blunt. Yeah, we all have a favorite knife, don't we? The set of knives I had when I was at university were so blunt. I was struggling to figure out where to cut off the name. Welcome, thank you for joining the stream. Um, yeah, we're just out here chopping veg, talking knives. But yeah, this knife um is the same knife I have back in the UK. Is we all have a set of family matching knives. Isn't that cute? Yeah, all of myself, and my brothers all have this knife. Um, green pepper, yes, correct. We're just doing a little slicey dicey to go in our japchae, which is a Korean stir-fried noodle dish. I don't know if I'm actually going to do a real japchae in terms of the flavor of the flavor of the noodles. I may actually look up a recipe and do Korean. or I might just wing it. Yes, you're a veggie guy, you think. Nice. We have, yeah, we're just doing green peppers, fluorescent carrots. We've got a maitake mushroom, and we're going to do the onion last. Sodium. Oh, hello, hi, Sodium. Oh, you said hi before. Sorry, I'm. I was like, did you just join, or did I already see you? Um, you use a giant butcher's knife for everything like Chinese chefs. I really want a cleaver actually, but also I'm kind of intimidated by a cleaver, to be honest. Like, I love the idea of a cleaver. I am just a little bit scared because, um, you know, yeah, just the size is a bit intimidating. I wonder if they have like little cleavers. Like, how little can you get a cleaver while it's still being a cleaver? Is there like a limit? Is there like you have to be this big to be considered a cleaver? You know? You ever go to an Airbnb and they have the best knives? I don't know. The Airbnbs I've been to have all been like, honestly to God, why have you got toy knives here? I've never been impressed by my Airbnbs. Maybe that's what I should be looking out for. I should judge my Airbnbs based on how good the knives they have are. She had a tiny cleaver that was like a paring knife. How does that work? Like, hi, Indie Crab, welcome. Gosh, we've got lots of newcomers today. Thank you guys for hanging out. We are just doing a very quick dinner stream. So yeah, this is a gorgeous knife, to be fair. We've had this a long time. And I just stolen it from home because Mum doesn't need 10 knives. I'm sure she would not miss one if I borrowed one for a little while. I think a lot don't give you much because they don't want you cooking, really. Oh yeah, the Airbnbs. Yeah, it depends, isn't it? Like sometimes if it's like somebody's actual house that they're kind of, those Airbnbs where it's you're sharing like their home, then sometimes they have good knives. But when it's like somebody else's house, I feel like I'm less inclined to cook because it's like it's literally your kitchen. I don't want to be disturbing. I was meant to cut the mushrooms before. I okay, I'll just shred the mushrooms by hand. Yeah. It's one of those things like you just kind of find nice knives and you're like, oh, you know what, this knife is really nice, and then you end up buying a knife and then it's like, oh, I have loads of knives now. Yeah, but yeah, back in the UK, literally, I have the exact same one of this because our whole family has matching knives. I've got one of these, and I've got the baby version, the little paring knife version, which we also have baby paring knives. So basically, these two I have at home back in the UK, and I really want to add the bread knife from this company because it's so good. Like you never really use a bread knife very often, but when you need one, it's so nice to have a nice bread knife. Yeah, but I do want a little cleaver. I don't know if you guys will get the reference. I don't know if any of you watch Brad Leone on YouTube, Bon Appetit guy. He has a really cool looking, like it's like a cleaver, but it's like a rounded top, like a Japanese knife. So it's not a square cleaver. It's like a wedge of cheese cleaver. I'm explaining it so poorly, but I think that it would be really nice because it it's like not too big either. Um, yeah, these mushrooms smell so good. They're like ridiculously mushroomy. Still looking forward to your next pizza night. Yeah. Well, once we go back to mum's, there will be many a pizza nights, especially while it's cold, because the pizza oven is so nice to have on. So we've just got. Ooh, that's just split in half. We've got maitake mushroom. I don't know if you get this much anywhere else. It's a very Japanese mushroom. It's a little frilly guy. Kind of just break it up with your hands. Really fragrant. Like if you love like really mushroomy mushroom, this is your guy. It smells so good. It's got a really lovely texture as well. But yeah, you can just kind of shred it with your hands like this. So that's what I'm doing. Add it to my vegetables. I said I was aiming to make this less than an hour. I don't know if I'm going to make it, not going to lie. But to be fair, I am almost done. So I need to boil the noodles and then stir fry the noodles. Mushrooms taste weird. Well, you have not been converted to the cult of mushrooms then. Mushrooms are great. I don't think I've met a mushroom. I've not met any generically enjoyed mushroom that I don't like. I'm sure there are some interesting mushrooms out there. What are we trying to make? We are making japchae, which is a Korean noodle stir fry. It uses a potato starch noodle. I don't know if you can see on the camera, but it's a bit grey looking compared to kind of vermicelli noodles. So it's got a really bouncy, chewy texture. It's made of sweet potato starch, whereas regular glass noodles or vermicelli would be made from rice flour or like tapioca starch or green bean starch, or sometimes they're like potato starch. This is made from sweet potato starch. It's a Korean noodle, so it's super bouncy. The Koreans do noodles so well, I think. Some of my, all-time favorite noodles are all Korean noodles because I just love the bouncy texture of the noodle. So we're gonna do that tonight. I think usually you'd do like a kind of sesame soy sweet sauce. Oh, hello, thank you. Those are almost as fun as lobster mushrooms. Hello, Timmy. Lobster mushroom. What is a lobster mushroom? I must Google. So these are maitake mushrooms that I'm just shredding up right now. Let me just quickly Google a lobster mushroom. Not in Japanese. Lobster mushroom? What are those? Oh, orange. Like bright orange. Fluorescently orange. Oh yeah, chicken on the forest. Is that the same as... Yeah. Yes, I've definitely seen those. Ah, interesting. Yes, this is a maitake mushroom, which is a very common Japanese mushroom. The mai in maitake means to dance. And there's lots of different theories of why it's called maitake, but one theory is that if you find them in the forest, you dance because you're so happy, or because like the frills look like the mushroom is dancing. Lots of theories there. Can also follow me on YouTube and Instagram. Thank you guys. Thank you for the shout out. Instagram is kind of just work in progress, and YouTube is just me posting all my old bots. So Twitch doesn't throw them into the ether. Cold noodles dishes, they're amazing, especially so, like during summer, I could down Korean ramen is what it's called in Japanese. Cold noodles, I could down them like every day. So good for the heat. 45 US dollars a pound in the stores. Damn. That's because you're eating hallucinating mushrooms. I don't think they're that kind of mushrooms, or else, I don't think you could legally sell it in a supermarket. Anywho, we have all of our ingredients prepped. Here's our beef that's been marinating a bit in our sweet yakiniku sauce. Yes, sweet potato noodles. Promise the beef is looking grey, not because the beef is grey, but because it's been marinating for a bit. Did I velvet the beef? I'm not velveting the beef. I've just marinated it in some sweet garlicky soy. Thanks, Wizzle. Doing mod things, unlike husband. Yeah, it's one of those things. The thing is, this beef that I'm using is extremely thin. It's beef trimmings. So I think it would just clump really badly if I tried to velvet it. I feel like if it was like a bit thicker, bit more like chunky stir fry, beef, like I would be more inclined to velvet the beef. But because this is literally like offcuts from like sukiyaki beef or like shabu shabu beef, it's like paper thin. So I feel like it would just disintegrate into clumps if I tried to velvet that. When are we doing horse? To be fair, horse is sold in the supermarket. Well, in the one that I go to, it's got a fairly like hefty section in the freezer. I don't think they have enough demand to have it in like the fresh meats bit. Like Japan is like beef, pork, chicken, lamb, horse, duck, other animals, etc. is the kind of ratio of meat selections. But yeah, beef, pork, chicken, definitely our biggest meats for consumption. Why am I doing this? I need to boil the noodles. Pop this over here. Duck, yeah, I can't get duck fresh. I have to buy it frozen. Like there is like in the frozen section, there's either duck breast, duck thigh, or like a whole, like pre-made Peking duck kind of a situation. But yeah, there's not a lot of duck, which I'm surprised by because people love duck in Japan. But I think people just go to shops that would do duck. Do you ever make any dishes with organ meats? I enjoy stuff like beef tongue, chicken hearts. A lot of people gross about it. Yes, Japan has a huge culture of eating everything, the entire animal. So I've definitely done beef tongue on here before. I can definitely do like pates and stir fries. Japan has a lot of different like liver stir fries. I love a pate, to be fair. So maybe I'll make that one day because I've never made pate. I've always bought pate. So maybe I'll add that to the list of things to make. But yes, love organs. I do anyway. And Japan eats all of the organs in torisashi. We actually had that over the New Year because we just happened to go to a restaurant that imported. Is it imported if it's like within the same country? Has purchases specific chickens that are able to be had raw, which is always a spicy thing to talk about. Domestic, yeah, because the culture of eating torisashi, well, for those tori sashimi, as in like raw chicken. There are parts of Japan that produce chickens that can be eaten raw. It's a very southern Japan thing. It's like in Kagoshima and like very south of Japan. So really, if you can usually only have them there. Two stallions, they are your friends. Yeah. Well, my mum rides horses. She's a big horse girly. So and I've ridden horses all my life. But in my mind, if I am willing to eat beef or chicken or pork, I should be willing to eat any other animal because that, you know, we're enjoying lives of X type of animal. Like I shouldn't judge eating other types. Have you ever watched Chef Luc Nguyen Sauce? What kind of stuff on his shows? Ooh, I've never seen. I will definitely check them out. You can eat it raw, but why? Because it's cool. It's because you can, I suppose. I think Japan has a culture of eating raw eggs, so like it's an extension of that. To be fair, and you have beef rare, and you can get pork that you can have rare as well in Japan, which is far more common than the raw chicken. Hello, husband. Welcome home. Would you like to cross in front of the camera? Is that why you're waiting there for? Say hello to everyone. We've got a handful of new people. And you saw in Osaka, black sesame, black cod with the peanut curry. Ooh, that sounds delicious. To be fair, cod. Oh my god, why do I keep putting the bloody pan on the hob? I need a pot. Let me be ambitious and go for a small pot because I don't want to wash a big one. Wizzle's saying nice things. Why would he do? What's going on? Let's just get the hob going. Why do I have an Aussie accent? I have I have a lot of accents mixed together. One of which is a neighbor to the Australian country. The twang you're hearing is probably Kiwi. Because I went to school there for a long time, 6 years in fact. But the rest is British because I was there for like 8 years after that. I don't know why I think this will contain noodle. None of my things are really the right shape. Is my accent that strong? I would have thought the British one would have been stronger by now. Don't knock my camera. I mean, if you're new here, you would also think Aussie kind of too. Oh yeah. Yeah, so I grew up all over the place. So my accent is what is considered an international accent. So I was born in Vietnam. Give a little rundown to everybody who's new here. I am half Japanese, half Vietnamese. I was born in Vietnam. I've schooled in English all my life. That's why my English is good. I've spoken English as long as all of you have, if you're a native speaker. I went to a British international school when I was in Vietnam. So all of my teachers were, from the Commonwealth. And then I went to school in New Zealand. Went to boarding school from like age 11. You don't speak English, you speak American. Wow, Phoenix. Thank you for the clarification. It annoys me. Yeah, went to school in New Zealand 6 years, and then went to university in the UK after that. And that's where I met husband. And now we're in Japan because husband dragged me over here. The end. We're here for another maybe 6 months or so, but we'll be back in the UK Sooner than I realized. I want to go to the Vietnam River Soup Woman on Andrew Bourdain. Oh, who is this mysterious woman? I have to look it up now. So many new things. Vietnam River Soup. Vietnam. River Soup. Anthony Bourdain. Okay.
Anthony
Bourdain. I'm just trying to figure out what soup we are referring to. She is the soup woman. Andrew Zimmerman Bourdain. Is it the Bumbleware? Is that what we're talking about? But yes, Bumbleware is great. I do enjoy. I would agree. Oh, I don't know if I agree that it's better than pho though. I'm not like Bumbleware is like I enjoy it every now and again, but pho I could have every day. You know, that's my take on. But I do think Bumbleware has a stronger like punch of flavor. So like, you know, immediately speaking, Bumbleware is nice. But if we're talking like as a always food, pho still wins for me. I think my ultimate Vietnamese noodle soup, however, is not either of those. It's phở tiếu Nam Vang, which is not so common. I don't think it's made it really out of Vietnam yet. But Nam Vang is, I think it refers to Cambodia. So it's like Cambodian style phở tiếu, which is where? Oh, there's my chopstick. This needs to be boiled for 5 minutes. I'm just gonna shove this into the pot. Sorry, I've got my back turned on you guys. This is the woes of this kitchen setup. And please just get in there. I probably could have done better with the whole shoving into the pot situation. But I shall be right with you guys. Give me a moment. How many dumplings left? Huh? Maybe 200? I couldn't tell you. Well, we need the clip at least. Oh, do we have a hair clip request? We've got we have one bag, 1.5 trays, another bag, and another bag. That's what we have left. So there is a definite dent. There is definitely a dent. Not very much though. Oh, I'm not following. Oh no, yeah, Tom Kha. Tom Kha, is that a Thai dish? Sounds Thai. That's the stir fry, isn't it? Stir fried? Oh no, it's the coconut one. Yeah. Tom Kha Gai. Yes, do love that. It's so good. The Thai know what they're doing. Oh no, the lunch lady died. Yeah, 100 dumpling challenge. We did more than that. Sodium. We did 120. 100 no 200. I didn't do 300. I did 200, 270 something. Send to my PO box. Holy basil leaves, can't get them. Yes, no, yes. Basil? Basil? Basil, basil? Basil, basil, basil? 100 dumpling eating challenge. Oh no. Now that's a bit of a stretch. I'd have to make them like small enough to actually like not die. Don't know what you're on about. Also, you're not Mike, so you can't be heard really well. Regulation size dumplings. What even is that? Because like when I usually make dumplings, I fill them quite a bit. But for the big wrapping challenge, I was like, if I wrap the dumplings the usual size that I wrap them, it's gonna be like way too much meat that I have to buy to actually manage 270 dumplings. So I was like, I'm gonna just make them strategically a bit smaller because I ain't spending like God knows how much on meat for the filling. Um, I need to find out if I send me a link. Put it in the Discord. What is the regulation eating challenge dumpling size? I must know. We've got to do this properly. I need this colander to drain the noodles, and I've kind of messed up because it's got vegetables in it. So I'm just kind of eating this onto the board, failing quite a bit already. Shove. That's a runaway mushrooms. So we're just carefully the board is clean. The bench is clean. 5 kilo dumplings. Stop, guys. Where do you think 100 dumplings are gonna fit in this frame? Right, noodles are boiled. Just going to drain them over here. Give them a rinse. Don't make the same mistake like I did last time. When I did this last time, I like went in straight with my hand to like grab the noodles. It was very, very hot. Would not recommend. I'm just gonna give that a little run underwater. Chopsticks, because I'm being an intelligent human being today. You've got a week off at the start of February. Nice. We love a good break. Also, start of Feb, surely it's getting like not so hot anymore. So it's actually a nice time to have a week off. Hopefully the death heat wave is gonna have calmed down by then. For your sake anyway. But yeah, Timmy, wait, which way? Basil? Basil. I don't know. I don't know which way husband considers correct. He gave me a glare when I said basil. And I can't remember which way he preferred. Don't think the season's out by like a month here. Oh no. Well, I hope it gets better. Has it like at least settled from like what 40 degrees or whatever ridiculous you guys had? We're just going to give the oil a little swirly whirly. We are on the home straight of the stream. So be prepared for my departure. Basil is more of a British pronunciation. Basil is more American. Okay. So I assume husband wants me to call it Basil. I had to check. I was like, wait, which way around? It's one of those things because I grew up in New Zealand a bit. Some of the pronunciation of stuff is American and some stuff is British. I never know. Like it was always British spelling for stuff, but sometimes American pronunciation. So I've just grown up with like a mumble jumble of stuff, and like every now and again I'll say something, and husband will be like, de-Americanize yourself. So I never know. So yeah, right. We have pan. We're gonna drop in the beef and the onions in first. So let me. Maybe I'll be actually intelligent and just put this on the beef rather than trying to move the entire vegetable tray and then inevitably have it end up on the floor. I asked the owners here to put coolings in. They said they would get a price and season okay value. No, no. What a plot twist. Throw it on the floor, Miles, no. Welcome back from the gym. Or are you still at the gym? Who knows? Here, look at that protein goodness. Just doing. Oh, that was so sad. That did not sizzle. No, come back. Retreat. Retreat. Regrets. The pan is not hot enough. Ah, come back. The pan is not hot. Not at the gym yet. Oh no. Getting ready. Hype yourself up. Go to the gym, Miles. Get them gains. Yeah. I don't know if you've seen me with my new apron yet, Miles. Look, husband got me an apron. It's got a doggo on it. Did you even do the noodles yet? The noodles are boiled and they are draining on the side. I'm currently contemplating whether I do the japchae normally, like properly, or whether I just chuck it back in and stir fry it and just treat it like a noodle stir fry. Did you stain it already, huh? No, QA. I'm not keeping up. Yep, we have solid vibes. So much for keeping this stream under an hour. Ooh, yes, we are definitely hot enough now. Beef, onions, and marinade, like sweet soy marinade, mushrooms, carrot, green peppers, oil, pan, stir fry, going in. I think you're caught up now. That was still a bit sad sounding, but we shall forgive. That's a lot of meat. We've got japchae noodles hanging out on the side. Maybe I will do it properly. Oh. Just gonna do. Come on, get here in. let that go. It is going to be a delicious one. I always like, I don't know why I don't do japchae more often. That beef is so loud. I'm going to have to like talk over the meat. Yeah, normally japchae, you would toss the noodles in like the sauces on the side, and then you add all the hot ingredients into the noodles. But I always find it makes the noodles like a weird temperature. So I'm going to go the Japanese way, so like the non-Korean traditional way. And I'm just going to put the noodles into the stir fry once the stir fry is done. So it just kind of warms back up and kind of gets a bit more like a normal stir fry. What, you play that game I'll never understand on? The mahjong, the ones where there's all the different tiles. We play that. Well, husband plays his on the computer, but I play it on my tablet. It's a mobile game as well. If that's what you are referring to. Yeah, so there's two apps. There's two different apps. There's Mahjong Soul, which is the bit more PG one, and then there's Ricci City, which is the one husband plays, and that's the one that's got like way too much skin. Yeah, and both of them are both PC and mobile, so you can have either. I think Mahjong Soul is on a web browser, whereas Ricci City is on Steam. So we have good cookage on our beef and onions. I might actually take this out of the pan to cook the veg because the pan is way too crowded at the moment. Yes. Yeah. Japanese mahjong is the harder version because it is got a bit more like interaction between the players. But if you know how to play Ricci, it's quite easy to kind of do the other versions because it's just less rules. So we're just gonna turn this off. I'm just going to see what's going on. Hold this in the other hand. I don't drop things. I'm just gonna transfer the meat and onion out of the pan while I cook the vegetables because this pan is already quite full and I have a feeling that this may be a little too much. I might make the stir fry and then like save half of it for tomorrow or something and then just use half of like the ingredients to put the noodles in. So what? Now we have actually room for vegetables. Let's reheat the pan back up. I was trying to put some games on CD on PC today, and it all wanted Steam or something to run. Steam is good. Yeah. We're going in. Vegetables. It's actually so much. Of that. Never have you seen anyone just flat palm shove their vegetables into a pan. Praise Gavin. Yeah. We're just gonna give the veg a little salty salt. I'm gonna shove a little bit just so it just gets a bit of color on. I have a basic PC, don't know how much gaming it would run. I just use Dolphin. Why do we have animals on PCs? I'm confused. Oh no. The conversation. I don't understand. Husbando, why is there a zoo? Why is there a zoo happening in my chat? A zoo. Miles is talking about emus and dolphins. Oh, leave Wizzle alone. He can talk how he wants. Nice. We have some good fizzleage on our veggies. Oh. La 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 la. Send us a picture of your laptop to the Discord. We shall have the council of IT experts on my channel to assess. This is tech support. Welcome to Summer with Syria. This is tech support. Isn't that what they do on the YouTube interview shows? I'm sure someone will help you out with. Our vegetables are shrinking slowly but surely. Maybe another round of lid on. Oh my god, sorry, that was like right at the mic. I apologize. Used to my spelling grammar by now. I should make a bot that corrects all of Wiz's random autocorrect. Just specifically for Wiz. Ah. I don't know why I'm so feeling sneezing all of a sudden. Da, 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 da. Oh, we're like well over my predicted time. Clearly spent too long chopping veg. We're almost there. Noodles can come back. Need to give it another rinse through. The plum. Blame the carrot. Yeah. Fluorescent carrots just taking up the stream. Right. How al dente are we? Slap that to my face. Good, actually. You know what? I am going to... Literally just said that I was going to take out half of this. Literally, a literal 5 minutes ago, said that I was going to take out half of the stir fry to save for another meal, and then I go ahead and chuck all the noodles in. Yes, I didn't have to julienne it. That is true, but I gotta make sure it looks the part at least. Shush, Miles. At least it's not on the floor. I'm just picking noodles out of the beef now. Right. This is going to be way too much food otherwise. Yeah, Wizzle, there's no judgment here. We're just trying to help out. Try to figure out what you can do with it. We work with what we've got. Right. Noodles have been rescued. Okay. Another container. Or get them. I do actually own a mandolin. I just choose not to use it because I can't be bothered with the cleaning the mandolin. What? Half the beef and half the veg. So that can just be shoved on some rice maybe tomorrow. Flavored a bit differently as well because I've not yet seasoned fully. Another day. Yeah, fight me, Phoenix. Right, now that we actually have space in our pan. Also, if I mandolined the carrots, or any of the veg for that matter, it would be too small. Right. Now we're at a actually reasonable amount of topping. Turn that right up. We are straying from the actual japchae recipe because I've just decided I am too lazy to actually make a japchae sauce. I'm just going to continue with yakiniku sauce because yakiniku sauce is king. It is Japan's favorite condiment. So yeah, we're going to go ahead, let all of that goodness get to know each other. In we go. Solid sizzle. Get all the sauces through. All that warmed up. Nice. Basically, everything is cooked, so I just need the noodles to kind of warm back up. Someone can't even distribute noodles. I do not need this kind of violence. Right. I'm actually gonna microwave the bowls because it's so cold right now. Like, if I don't, literally the food just goes cold just going into the bowl. Someone looks super tall. I don't think I am. I think it's just the slimming effects of the apron, maybe. Uh-oh. I leave things for 2 seconds and noodles stick to the bottom of the pan. Don't look also, I just set it up after a year of not being used. What inspired you to get the computer going, Wizzle? When husband is done dying in his game, he'll come stand next to me and I won't look so tall anymore. Just gonna not. I'm just trying to hide the fact that I've got noodles stuck to the bottom of this pan. It's fine. Nothing happened. Husband, are you ready for food? Food time. Time for food. Time to save your game. You can't even hear me. Not even listening. It's ready. So we are finished. I wanted to annoy using bad gameplay. Yes. To be fair, you can use the app, the games that we play in the app on a phone app. So your phone is probably more likely to run the game than an old PC, depending on how old. But yeah. Yeah, come stand next to me. Miles reckons I look really tall, but as soon as the giant enters the room, hello. Here we go. Yeah, so dinner is finished. Got a nice little japchae beef. And we are going to plate up. You're so rude. What is this? What is this violence? Man standing kneeling next to me. Mim has entered the chat just to flex on the fact that he's really tall. Food is looking fabulous. We're just plating up. I'm just going to do a little drizz of. Do you drizzle sesame seeds? You don't drizzle sesame seeds. A sprinkle of sesame seeds. Nearly same height on knees. That's so rude. Ouch. I feel hurt. Don't waddle away. Don't you waddle away. Yep. 5'3" and just gremlin across the floor. Yes, to be fair, drizzle of sesame oil, and I'll do a little sprinkle of. I've got some Korean like sesame and like seaweed sprinkle for a kake type situation. So yeah, I did not. I said 5'3". Who are you to police which way I round my height? Where's my sesame oil? Where is my sesame oil? Okay. And thank you so much for joining, Miles. Hope the gains are good. Hope all the weights that you want to use are free. I hope the pump is good, etc., etc. Insert gym blessing here. What? We're the same height. Yeah. Love that for us. Join the gang. See you, Miles. We've got a little Korean seaweed sprinkle. So we're just going to go in and do a little sprinkle of that on top. It's just Korean seaweed and sesame sprinkle. So we're just going to sprinkle a bit of magic dust on top. And voila. What height is that? I am 5'3" or 161 centimeters. So yep, all done. Let's do a little close up, see if I can manage. Well, see, not spilling, I hope. I just realized I've got this like silly ribbon thing on my hair. When did you put that on? Ages ago when I was doing dumplings. Yes, hopefully that's gonna focus. But yeah, little japchae noodles. Kind of cheated, but yeah, should be good. So it's a really nice bouncy noodle. I love these noodles. I wish I could just get them everywhere, but I will enjoy the fact that I'm in Japan to enjoy these while I can. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and see you tomorrow. I'll do a daytime stream tomorrow, so it'll be a bit earlier than usual. But yeah, stay tuned. See you guys. Have a good rest of your day. Bye bye.